This is the Razer BlackWidow version 4. It's the low profile 10 keyless, which means it doesn't have the 10 keypad HyperSpeed. This has the yellow linear and silent key switches. So the MSRP on this keyboard is $199. It was sent to me to review for free. So they haven't paid me for my review, and my opinions remain my own. Inside the box we have the keyboard, which is protected in this little cloth bag, and then we have a box of accessories. And so this has the Razer cable here. So there is a book of documentation hidden inside this box as well. Silver type on black paper. Alright, so a lot of the box is cardboard. We do have foam around the edges and foam on the top. It says this bag is made with biodegradable bamboo fibers. It has a recycle number 22 on it. Alright, so in the box, what you get is the keyboard itself, and it has a plastic back, aluminum front. It has selectable. You can do 6 degree or you can do 9 degree height on the back, or nothing if you flip those down. Inside this little compartment is the USB-A 2.4 gigahertz wireless adapter. And so that is stowed inside of the keyboard, and you have to snap that out to get it. So on the back, there's a switch that goes between wired and wireless and the USB-C port. It comes with a cable, and it has USB-A at one end and USB-C at the other end. So the idea here is you plug this into the keyboard and you plug a USB-A port into your computer. Now, if your computer doesn't have a USB-A port, they include this A to C adapter. So you can put the USB-A cable into this, and you'll have to provide a C to C cable to plug into your computer. This adapter could potentially also be useful for that USB-A wireless dongle. You could put that 2.4 gigahertz dongle in here and then provide your own C to C cable to plug it into a USB-C port on your computer. You also get an instruction manual that shows you how to use the various hotkeys and cables and hook it up and so forth, as well as a little booklet of Razer stickers. So weight-wise, it is 1 pound 14 ounces, so very close to 2 pounds. All right, size on your desk is 14 inches by about 6.5 inches. So they talk about, the front height being 18.5. It does get wider at the back here. So without the kickstands up, it is about an inch tall at the back there. The keys stick up a little bit from that. So size-wise, comparing it to a Cherry TKL keyboard, it's a little bit wider, a little bit taller. There's a lot more bezel size, but it's also much thinner. So plugged into charge, it just takes a 5-volt USB cable. It's doing less than an amp here, so it charges at about 4 watts. While it's charging, this light here will do a breathing. It basically slowly lights up and then goes back down. When it's solid green, you know the keyboard is fully charged. When we push the battery check button, it lights up to 8 out of 10 keys, so it's 80% charged. All right, let's move through some of the hotkeys here. So this first key here, if you say function that and you're in wireless mode, it will connect to the 2.4 gigahertz HyperSpeed wireless dongle. Keys 1, 2, and 3 are your 3 different Bluetooth profiles. So if you say function 1, it'll start searching, and you can pair to it with a Bluetooth computer or phone, and you can have up to 3 different Bluetooth devices paired with 1, 2, and 3. Now, the function control keys can also control the lights. Currently they're off, so if you say function control 1, it will turn off the lights. But if you say function control 2, you get different lighting effects. And so with a lot of these, you say function control 2, you hit it again, and you can change the direction or the color of whatever effect it is. And so you can see here, this is the lighting effect for 3, and we can change the color of the lighting effect for 3. There's a lighting effect for 4, and you can change the color of the 4. And there's various things that are breathing and reactive and titles and moving back and forth. So you can change the direction of the waves. So this guy here is stars. This guy here is kind of a reactive to your touch. You can change the color. This guy spins around. Now they also have the sleep for your computer. They have the ability to record a macro on the keyboard. This key here is the gaming keyboard. So you turn that on and it will disable things like the Windows and the Copilot key and Alt Tab to move out of your game. If you run into problems with that, you can hit it again to re-enable those keys. This is the multi-function key. You push once to play or pause. You double tap to go forward. You triple tap to go backwards. This is the AI prompt key, so you have to have their software installed for that to trigger things. And this is your battery level check key. So when you push that, we're at 70% battery level. We have kind of volume up, volume down roller you can select. With the software, you can change what that affects. So the keys don't take much force to activate, and they do have a slight mechanical click. Compared to many other mechanical keys, they're relatively quiet, but I certainly wouldn't call it a silent keyboard. Membrane keyboards are going to be a lot quieter than this. So they feel pretty good. Feels like typing quickly on this wouldn't be a problem. There's also an option here if you do function shift, you can set it up so that if you push one key and then push a second key, it will basically immediately do that second key. So instead of control something, it lets you type keys really quickly, and it'll always take the last key you hit. So for fast touch gaming type situations, you might want to turn that mode on. Alright, I held the function key and the 1 key down for 5 seconds and it's flashing. It should be in Bluetooth pairing mode. I'm looking for it with a Linux laptop. This is running Ubuntu. Alright, there's a BWV4, BlackWidow V4. I bet that might be it. Alright, it says connected, and my number 1 went solid and then turned out. It does say type keyboard. So if you're looking for it, it's BWV4, BlackWidow version 4, LPTKL. I'm trying to set Bluetooth connection number 2 to my Android tablet. And we see the keyboard there. It's pairing with it. Yes, we're going to pair with the keyboard. And now we have this guy connected as the Bluetooth keyboard on my Android tablet. I'm going to move back to the laptop. Alright. I can flip to the tablet. And go back to the laptop. There's about a 1 second switchover time for the Bluetooth to connect back and forth, but you can use this with multiple computers, devices, with just a minimal switchover time. I have successfully Bluetooth paired it with a Chromebook, and you can see here how this rolling switch here will control the volume, and if you push on it, it mutes it. Alright, I've used this guy for a week. There's nothing I don't like about it. Everything works very well. I especially like the volume roller here. You can just move up and down. I like that the you push the. I really like the battery level check where you just tap that button and it fills up like to 70%. It makes it real easy to know that, hey, I've still got a good charge. I don't have to worry about it. The key feel, that's kind of personal preference. Do you want the yellow keys? Do you want something clickier? You're going to have to play with that in a keyboard in person to really decide what you want. But I've been very happy with this.